وَلَقَدْ يَسَّرْنَا الْقُرْآنَ لِلذِّكْرِ فَهَلْ مِن مُّدَّكِرٍ.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Inshallah, we begin from verse number 14 of Surah Qasas. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Walamma balagha ashuddahu wastawa atainahu hukman wa ilma. Wakazalika nadzil muhsinin. And when he reached his maturity, that is Musa alayhi salam, and when he reached his maturity, fastawa, and became a perfect adult, Atenahu hukma wa ilma, we granted him wisdom and knowledge. Wakazalika nadzil muhsinin, and thus we recompense the good doers. और जब वो पहुंचा अपनी जवानी को और तवानाई हासिल हुई, हमने अता किया उसको हिकमत और इल्म, और इसी तरह हम जजा देते हैं नेकोकारों को। वदखल अल मदीनता अला हीन गफलतिन मिन अहलिहा फवजदा फीहा रजुलैनि यख्ततिलान हाजा मिन शीअतिही व हाजा मिन अदुविही फस्तगासहुल लज़ी मिन शीअतिही अलल लज़ी मिन अदुविही फवकज़हु मूसा फखज़ा अलैहि क़ाल हाजा मिन अमलि शैतान इन्नहु अदुव्वुम मुदिल्लुम मुबीन. And he entered the city, that is Musa alayhi salam, and he entered the town or the city at a time of quietness, at a time of unawareness of its people, or time of quietness. Then he found in it Rajulain, two men, Yaqtatilan, fighting with each other. One was from his group and the other from his enemy group. Then sought his aid or sought his help, the one who belonged to his group, against the one of his enemy. Fawakazahu Musa, then fisted him Musa, fakhaza alayh, then finished him off. Musa alayhi salam said, Haza min amalish shaitan. Qala haza min amalish shaitan. Musa alayhi salam said, this is from the deeds of shaitan. Innahu aduwwum muzillum mubin. Verily he is an enemy and a deviator clear, or a misleader clear. और उसने दाखिल हुआ शहर में खामोशी के वक्त, या फिर गफलत के वक्त उसके लोगों के। फिर उसने पाया उसमें दो आदमियों को एक दूसरों से लड़ते हुए। एक था उसके ग्रोह में से और दूसरा था उसके दुश्मन के ग्रोह में से। फिर फरियाद की या मदद चाहिए वो शख्स जो था उसके ग्रोह में से उस शख्स के खिलाफ जो उसके दुश्मन में से था। फिर मुक्का मारा मूसा अलैहिस्सलाम उसको, फिर उसका मामला तमाम कर दिया। मूसा अलैहिस्सलाम ने कहा यह शैतान के अमल में से है, बेशक वो एक दुश्मन और गुमराह करने वाला खुल्लम खुल्ला। So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is now quoting that incident when Musa alayhi salam is just walking into the streets of Egypt and wanting to have a look as to what is the condition and the situation prevailing. Maybe Musa alayhi salam has been keeping his eyes open and observing the kind of atrocities which have been unleashed on the Bani Israel. Though he is being born and brought up in the palace of Pharaoh, but he did not get absorbed into the culture. इस बात को हमको अच्छी तरह समझ लेना चाहिए कि मूसा अलैहिस्सलाम हालांकि फिरौन के महल में परवरिश पा रहे हैं, लेकिन उनके तहजीब, उनके तौर तरीक़ों में जो है वो मायल नहीं हुए। And since he has been also according to the tafsir, being visiting his mother now and then, he is by and large able to understand the condition of the Bani Israel who have been persecuted, humiliated, disgraced, and oppressed by the tyrannical rule of Pharaoh. इस बात को अच्छी तरह से वो जानते थे कि बनी इसराइल पर जो जुल्म और ज्यादती फिरौन कर रहा है, इसके बारे में पूरी तरह से वो वाकिफ थे. That's why the question of his group and his enemy group. So Musa alayhi salam had in his mind that these Egyptians, the people belonging to Pharaoh, are truly the enemies of Bani Israel, and hence since Musa alayhi salam was also belonging to the Bani Israel, his loyalty towards Bani Israel continuing. So the moment one person from the Bani Israel, that is his own group, called him for help, Musa alayhi salam agreed to help him, and inadvertently in the process happened to finish off the other fellow. Musa alayhi salam least expected that this would happen. He did not even realize that such a thing would happen. That shows the kind of strength and power Musa alayhi salam had in himself. इससे मालूम होता है मूसा अलैहि सलाम कितने ताकतवर थे, कितना पावर था उनके अंदर कि एक मुक्का मारा और खलास कर दिया आदमी को. मूसा अलैहि सलाम खुद जो है परेशान हो गए, अरे क्या हो गया, मैं तो नहीं समझा कि आदमी मर जाएगा. Then he realized that it is shaitan which has made him do such a thing. And he acknowledges the fact that shaitan is truly an enemy of man and a clear misleader. मूसा अलैहिस्सलाम को एहसास होता है कि ये जो अमल और ये हरकत जो मूसा अलैहिस्सलाम बिल्कुल मासूमियत के साथ जो कर गुजरे, ये शैतान के बहकावे में आकर, और शैतान है ही इंसान का दुश्मन और इंसान को बहकाने में बहुत तेज है. क़ाल रब्बी इन्नी ज़लमतु नफ़्सी फ़ग़फ़िर ली फ़ग़फ़र लहू इन्नहु हुवल गफ़ूरुर रहीम. क़ाल रब्बी बिमा अनअमत अलैया फ़लन अकूना ज़हीरन लिल मुजरिमीन. Musa alayhi salam said, my Lord, verily I have wronged myself, so forgive me. Then Allah forgave him. Verily He only is the most forgiving, most merciful. Musa alayhi salam said, my Lord, bima an'amta alayya, with what you have favored upon me, then never I will be a helper for the criminals. Musa alayhi salam ने कहा, मेरे रब, बेशक मैंने जुल्म किया अपने नफ्स पर, बस बख्श दे मुझे. तो अल्लाह ने बख्श दिया उसको, बेशक वही है खूब बख्शने वाला, खूब रहम फरमाने वाला. मूसा अलैहिस्सलाम ने कहा, मेरे रब, इस पर जो तूने इनाम किया मुझ पर, तो हरगिज मैं नहीं होऊंगा मदद करने वाला मुजरिमों का. This is the true and excellent character of a true believer as shown by the Prophet Musa alayhi salam. You must first learn to own your mistake. Accept the fact that a mistake has been committed. And with this mindset, approaching Allah with sincere repentance and asking for forgiveness, Allah is sure to forgive. Allah is sure to forgive. अगर इंसान गलती कर देता है, और इंसान से गलतियां होते ही, हालांकि कोशिश करते हैं कि नहीं करें, लेकिन कभी हाथ से गलतियां हो जाते हैं. जब एहसास होता है कि गलती हो गई तो फौरन एतराफ़ कर लेना चाहिए गुनाह का. उस गुनाह का एतराफ़ करना चाहिए, फिर सच्चे दिल से अल्लाह सुब्हानहू व तआला की तरफ रुजू होकर बख्शिश तलब करे तो अल्लाह ज़रूर बख्शने को तैयार है, क्योंकि अल्लाह ही है खूब बख्शने वाला, खूब रहम फरमाने वाला. And Musa alayhi salam is going on to even supplicate to Allah, saying, oh Allah, you granted me this power, you granted me this strength, but I will never misuse it in future. This is very, very important. We have been showered and provided with Allah's choicest blessings. Never take advantage of Allah's subhanahu wa ta'ala's favors which is bestowed on us. If Allah has given us intelligence, never misuse that intelligence to cheat people. If Allah has given us strength, never misuse the strength to harm people. If Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us wealth, never use that wealth to adopt arrogance or pride in life. No. All these are some of the major favors of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala which is conferred on. Never misuse them. Never misuse them. And this is a very beautiful statement of Musa alayhi salam. Never I will misuse this favor which you have bestowed on me, O Allah, in future. Position. Position is also another major fitna and trial. Iqtidar. Social status. कभी इसको misuse नहीं करना चाहिए. Oh, I'm holding an office of power. I'm a president. I'm the mutawalli. I'm so and so. I'm so and so. No, you can't misuse it. Just because you are so and so doesn't give you any liberty to do any injustice. That's a very important message that we get out of this. فأصبح في المدينة خائفا يترقب فإذا الذي استنصره بالأمس يستصرخه قال له موسى إنك لغوي مبين. Then in the morning in the city, خائفا, he was fearful, يترقب, looking here and there or keeping a close watch. Then the one who sought his help yesterday again seeks his help. Musa alayhi salam said to him, verily you surely are a person committing error clear. फिर सुबह वो शहर में खौफ से चौकन्ना रहकर फिर अचानक देखा कि वो शख्स जो कल उसको मदद के लिए बुलाया था फिर दोबारा उसको मदद के लिए बुला रहा है, यानी मूसा अलैहिस्सलाम को मदद के लिए बुला रहा है. मूसा अलैहिस्सलाम ने उससे कहा, बेशक तू एक बहका हुआ शख्स है खुल्लम खुल्ला. I once again read this verse and the translation again. فأصبح في المدينة خائفا يترقب فإذا الذي استنصره بالأمس يستصرخه قال له موسى إنك لغوي مبين. Then in the morning in the city, Musa alayhi salam was fearful, keeping a close watch. Then the one whom he helped him yesterday, that is Musa alayhi salam helped him yesterday, again sought his help. Musa alayhi salam said to him, verily you surely are a person committing error clear. फिर सुबह शहर में मूसा अलैहिस्सलाम खौफ करते हुए इधर उधर देखते हुए फिर अचानक उसने देखा कि वो शख्स जिसकी उन्होंने मदद की थी कल दोबारा मदद के लिए पुकार रहा है. मूसा अलैहिस्सलाम ने कहा उससे, बेशक तू एक गुमराह शख्स है खुल्लम खुल्ला. फलम्मा अरादा अन यब्तिश बिल्लज़ी हुवा अदुव्वुल लहुमा क़ाल या मूसा अतुरीदु अन तक़्तुलनी कमा क़तलत नफ्सन बिल अम्स इन तुरीदु इल्ला अन तकूना जब्बारन फिल अर्ज़ि वमा तुरीदु अन तकूना मिनल मुस्लिहीन. Then when that he intended an yaptisha, that he strike him, then when that he intended that he strike the one who was enemy of theirs, he said, that is that person said, O Musa, do you wish that you kill me as you killed a person yesterday? Not you intend except that you become a tyrant in the land, and not you intend that you become among the reformers. फिर जब इरादा किया मूसा के उसको पकड़े उस शख्स को जो उनका दुश्मन था, उस शख्स ने कहा, ए मूसा, क्या तू चाहता है कि तू मुझे कत्ल कर दे जैसे तूने कत्ल किया एक शख्स को कल? नहीं तू चाहता सिवाय कि तू हो जाए सरकश जमीन में, और नहीं तू चाहता कि तू हो जाए इस्लाह करने वालों में से. वजाअ रजुलुम मिन अक़सल मदीनती यसआ क़ाल या मूसा इन्नल मलअ यअतमिरुना बिका लियक़्तुलुका फ़ख़्रुज इन्नी लका मिनन नासिहीन फ़ख़रज मिन्हा ख़ाइफ़न यतरक़्क़बु क़ाल रब्बी नज्जिनी मिनल क़ौमिज़ ज़ालिमीन. And came a man from the farthest end of the city, Yasa, running. He said, O Musa, verily the chiefs are consulting about you, that they kill you. So go away. Verily I am for you among the well-wishers. Verily I am for you among the well-wishers. Then he went away from it, fearful, vigilant. Musa alayhi salam said, My Lord, save me from the people who are zalimin, wrongdoers. और आया एक शख्स शहर के दूर दराज से भागता हुआ. उसने कहा, ए मूसा, बेशक सरदारों ने मशवरा कर रहे हैं तेरे बारे में कि तुझे कत्ल कर दे. बस तू यहाँ से निकल जा, बेशक मैं हूँ तेरे लिए खैर खाहों में से. फिर निकल पड़े मूसा वहां से, खौफ करते हुए, इधर उधर देखते हुए, और दुआ की, मेरे रब बचा ले मुझे जालिम कौम से. So Musa alayhi salam immediately was informed by one of his well-wishers. According to the tafsir, this person belongs to the people of Fir'aun itself, who knew the internal discussions happening. That's what is the opinion, Allahu alam. So the moment Musa alayhi salam gets this information, then Musa alayhi salam does not want to waste time anymore and immediately sets out. But before setting out, he does dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Rabbi najjini minal qawmiz zalimin. Allah, save me from the people who are wrongdoers. وَلَمَّا تَوَجَّهَ تِلْقَاءَ مَدْيَنَ قَالَ عَسَى رَبِّي أَن يَهْدِيَنِي سَوَاءَ السَّبِيلِ. And when he turned towards Madian, Musa alayhi salam said, perhaps my Lord, that he'll guide me to the straight path. फिर जब रुख किया मदियन की तरफ, मूसा अलैहि सलाम ने कहा, मुमकिन है मेरा रब कि वो मेरी रहनुमाई करेगा सही रास्ते की तरफ. मूसा अलैहि सलाम is now absolutely in a state of confusion. मूसा अलैहि सलाम को सूझा नहीं रहा था कि क्या करें, कहाँ जाऊं, शहर छोड़कर किस तरफ रुख करूं. अल्लाह सुब्हानहू व तआला से दुआ करते हैं. इज वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. Always seek the help of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah will never disappoint you if you sincerely seek Allah's help. In every matter, small or big, ask only Allah. Seek help only from Allah. छोटा मामला हो, बड़ा मामला हो, छोटी ज़रूरत हो, बड़ी ज़रूरत हो, अल्लाह ही से मांगो. वही हमारा कारसाज है, वही सब कुछ जानता है, वही हमारे लिए खैर के फैसले फरमाएगा. तो अल्लाह ही से मदद चाहते रहो, जैसे मूसा अलैहि सलाम ने मदद चाही. वलम्मा वरदा मा मदियना वजदा अलैहि उम्मतम मिनन नासी यसखून ववजदा मिन दूनिहिम इम्राअतैनि तज़ूदान क़ाल मा खत्बुकुमा क़ालता ला नस्क़ी हत्ता युस्दिरा रिया व अबूना शैख़ुन कबीर. And when he reached the watering place of Madian, he found over it a group of people, yaskhun, drawing water. And he found from besides them imra'ataini tazudan, two women holding on to their flocks. Musa alayhi salam asked, what is your matter? They said, not we can water until, or not we can draw water until go away the shepherds. And our father is a very old man. और जब वो पहुंचे मदियन के पानी की जगह, उसने पाया उस पर ग्रोह लोगों के जो पानी निकाल रहे थे या खींच रहे थे, और उसने पाया उन लोगों के अलावा दो खवातीन जो अपने चरवाहों को रोके रखी थी. मूसा अलैहिस्सलाम से उनसे पूछा, तुम्हारा क्या मामला है? उन दोनों ने कहा, नहीं हम पानी ले सकते हैं यहाँ तक कि ले जाए चरवाहे अपने बकरियों को, और हमारे अब्बा बहुत ही बूढ़े आदमी हैं, फसखा लहुमा सुम्मा तवल्ला इला दिल्ली फ़क़ाल रब्बी इन्नी ज़लमतु नफ्सी रब्बी इन्नी लिमा अंज़लता इलैया मिन खैरिन फ़क़ीर। फसखा लहुमा सुम्मा तवल्ला इला दिल्ली फ़क़ाल रब्बी इन्नी लिमा अंज़लता इलैया मिन खैरिन फ़क़ीर। Then he watered for both of them. Then he turned towards the shade. Then he said, My Lord, verily with what you send down towards me any good, Faqir, I am in desperate need of it. Faqir, I am in desperate need of it. फिर पानी पिला दिया उन दोनों के लिए यानी बकरियों को। फिर वो मुंह फेर कर साय की तरफ जाके बैठ गए और दुआ की, मेरे रब, बेशक जो कुछ तू नाजिल कर मुझ पर कोई भी भलाई या कोई भी खैर, मैं उसका मोहताज हूँ। So Musa alayhi salam helps those two women who are desperately in need of some help because they are after all women, and there's such a lot of crowd there which has gathered drawing the water, and these women don't have that courage, and neither they are so bold enough to penetrate into the crowd and draw the water. So they've just been waiting for the shepherds to go away with their flocks, and then they would draw the water as they normally would do. So Musa alayhi salam would study their condition and ask them whether they needed any help, and they said yes. And the moment they said yes, Musa alayhi salam went ahead and he pushed himself into the crowd, because Musa alayhi salam is a very strong man. So he pushed himself into the crowd, drew the water, and watered the flocks of those two women. And then after that, without expecting any reward from them or any wages, he just simply goes very, very decently and sits in a place under the shade of a tree, and he does a beautiful dua. Rabbi inni lima anzalta ilayya min khairin faqir. Please mark this dua. Please mark this dua. Very, very powerful duas. Very, very powerful dua in the Quran. And those duas which are there in the Quran and authentic narrations of the Prophet are very, very powerful. Musa alayhi salam did not engage in any conversation with them. Musa alayhi salam did not expect any wages or returns from them. Musa alayhi salam never demanded a price from them. Musa alayhi salam just did it for the sake of Allah, and very decently just finishes his work and just turns away and does this beautiful dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And the dua very clearly says that this flock of sheep which these shepherds had, after they went away, he helped them watering their flock, and then after that they go away. The message that we get out of this particular dua is, and the condition which Musa alayhi salam was encountering and experiencing at that point of time was, Musa alayhi salam खुद जो है मोहताज हैं, मूसा अलैहि सलाम खुद परेशान हैं, मूसा अलैहि सलाम भूखे हैं, थके हुए हैं, प्यासे हैं, एक अजनबी शहर में, किसी को नहीं जानते, ना सर पर छत है, ना खाने को खाना है, ना पीने को पानी है, ना कोई जगह है आराम करने के लिए, लोग अजनबी हैं। कैसी हालत रही होंगी मूसा अलैहि सलाम की। लेकिन इसके बावजूद मूसा अलैहि सलाम आगे बढ़कर उन दो खवातीन की मदद करते हैं। जमीन वालों पर रहम करो, आसमान वाला तुम पर रहम करेगा। Musa alayhi salam himself is desperate. Musa alayhi salam himself is in need. Musa alayhi salam himself is dependent. Musa alayhi salam himself is hungry, thirsty, without shelter, in a strange land, not knowing anybody, not knowing what to do, absolutely in a state of confusion. But he puts forth his case before Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and leaves to Allah to decide what is good for him. We should understand that you should never ask anything specific from Allah. Musa alayhi salam could have specifically told Allah, Allah, give me some food to eat, or give me some water to drink, or provide me shelter. Do something, oh Allah. He could have said it in a specific manner. No. Musa alayhi salam जो है कोई चीज स्पेसिफिक नहीं मांगी। मूसा अलैहि सलाम ने अल्लाह पर छोड़ दिया मामला। अल्लाह जो भी खैर तू मुझको नाज़िल कर, मैं इसका मोहताज हूँ, मेरे हक में खैर के फैसले फरमा। What a beautiful dua. Because sometimes what we think is good for us is actually may not be good for us. What we think is actually good for us may not actually be good for us. जो चीज हम समझते हैं कि हमारे लिए अच्छा होगा, खैर है उसमें, शायद उसमें शर भी हो सकता है. Because our thoughts and our thinking is limited. We can't reason out beyond a limit, beyond a level. Beyond to only to a certain extent we can understand it, not beyond that. Like when we leave the matter to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to decide what is good for us, matter is all done, finished. After that we have nothing to worry about. Now see how help comes. فجاءته إحداهما تمشي على استحياء قالت إن أبي يدعوك ليخرجك أجر ما سقيت لنا فلما جاءه وقص عليه القصص قال لا تخف نجوت من القوم الظالمين. Then came to him one of them, that is one of those two women, came to Musa alayhi salam, walking with shyness. This is very important, that the beauty of this Quran, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wishes to eliminate all that garbage, that corruption, and that impurities which had been put into those respective scriptures of the Ahli Kitab. Because they tried to romanticize this particular episode, which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is clearly eliminating it and said the character of Musa alayhi salam is too exalted for him to stoop to that level. Musa alayhi salam का अखलाक, उनका किरदार, होने वाले एक नबी के क्या ऐसी कोई किरदार हो सकता है? तो Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is eliminating all those impurities which had found their place and found their place in the scriptures or in the explanations of those verses. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, one of them came to him with shyness, with haya, with shyness. She said, verily my father calls you that he may recompense you with the wages of what you watered for us, that watered our flock. Then when he came to him, that is Musa alayhi salam went to meet that lady's father. وَقَصَّ عَلَيْهِ الْقَصَص, and he narrated upon him the entire episode or the narration. The man said, that is the father of the lady, said, La takhaf, not you fear. Najota min al-khawmi zalimin, you have escaped from the people who are wrongdoers. और आया उसके पास, और आई उसके पास जो है एक, उनमें से एक औरत चलती हुई पूरी हया के साथ. उसने कहा, बेशक मेरे अब्बा बुलाते हैं आपको ताकि आपको जजा दे अजर के तौर पर जो तुमने हमें हमारे जो है बकरियों को पानी पिलाया था. फिर जब मूसा अलैहिस्सलाम आए उसके पास और बयान किया उनके सामने अपना किस्सा, उस शख्स ने कहा, ना तुम डरो, तुम नजात पा गए हो जालिम लोगों से. Mind you, many a tafsir and many a interpretation is that is was Shuaib al-Islam. Sorry, it has nothing to do with Shuaib al-Islam. Maybe it's another person by the name Hazrat Shuaib, but this is not the Shuaib al-Islam, a prophet about whom Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentions. Though it is from the same city, because Shuaib al-Islam had long passed away much before Musa al-Islam came into this world. So it's got nothing to do with the Shuaib al-Islam as a prophet, but this was also a very pious old man, a true believer, and maybe his name is also Shuaib. So it's got nothing to do with the Prophet Shuaib al-Islam. قالت إحداهما يا أبت استأجره إن خير من استأجرت القوي الأمين. Said one of them, that is one of those two ladies, tells their father, said one of them, O my father, employ him. Really the best who can be employed is the one who is strong and trustworthy. उन दोनों में से एक ने कहा, ए हमारे अब्बा जान, मुलाजिमत में रख लो उसको, बेशक बेहतरीन शख्स जो मुलाजिमत में रखा जा सकता है वो है जो ताकतवर भी हो, अमानतदार भी हो. क़ाला इन्नी उरीदु अन उनकी हका इहदब नतैया हातैनी अला अन ताजुरनी समानिया हिजज फ़इन अतममता अशरन फ़मिन इंदिक वमा उरीदु अन अशुक्क़ अलैक सतजिदून इंशाअल्लाहु मिनस सालिहीन. The father said, verily I intend that I marry you to one of my daughters these, Upon, that means upon a condition that you serve me for 8 years. Then if you complete ashran, 10 years, then it is your wish. And not I intend that I put difficulties upon you. Satajiduni insha'Allahu minas salihin. Soon you will find me, if wishes Allah, among the righteous. उसके उस औरत के बाप ने कहा, अब्बा ने कहा, बेशक मैं चाहता हूं कि मैं तुम्हें निकाह कर दूं मेरे 2 बेटियों में से किसी एक को, इस बात पर या इस शर्त पर कि तुम जो है खिदमत करोगे मेरी 8 साल, फिर अगर तुम पूरे करते हो 10 तो ये तुम्हारी मर्जी, और मैं नहीं चाहता कि मैं मशक्क़त में डालूं तुम्हें, अनकरीब तुम पाओगे अगर अल्लाह चाहे तो मुझे सालिहीन में से. One point which we understand from this is the father himself is proposing for his daughter to Musa alayhi salam. Unfortunately, today it is considered to be a stigma or not well taken when the proposal comes from the bride's side. Unfortunately, which has got nothing to do with Islam. On the contrary, we find over here that the proposal is going from the bride to the groom. आज हम जो है इसको बड़े अजीब तरीके से इस बात को देखते हैं, और यही बात हम लेकर चलते हैं कि प्रपोजल लड़के की तरफ से ही पहले आया. ऐसे कोई हार्ड एंड फास्ट रूल नहीं है. There is no hard and fast rule as such. It is absolutely not wrong. On the contrary, well appreciated if the proposal can come even from the bride's side. Well, if it comes from the groom's side, it's not wrong, but there should not be any stigma attached to it. इसको अजनबियत की निगाह से नहीं देखना चाहिए. And you should not read it wrongly either. अरे कुछ रहेगा इसलिए वही लोग हमारे पीछे पड़े, नहीं, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. आप मानते हैं, ले लो, एक्सेप्ट करो प्रपोजल, नहीं तुम नहीं बोल दो. But don't read beyond a particular level, which is absolutely unnecessary. Now, there's no hard and fast rule that the proposal always should go only from the groom side. This point has to be borne in mind. Just keep this in mind. قال ذلك بيني وبينك أيما الأجلين قضيت فلا عدوان علي والله على ما نقول وكيل. Musa alayhi salam said, that is between me and between you. Whichever of the two terms I complete, then there should not be any aggression upon me. And Allah is upon what we say a witness. Musa alayhi salam ने कहा, ये मेरे दरमियान और आपके दरमियान दो में से कोई एक वक्त या मुकर्ररा वक्त मैं पूरा करूं तो नहीं ज्यादती होना चाहिए मुझ पर, और अल्लाह इस पर जो हम कहते हैं वो वकील है, वो हमारा गवाह है. So now the condition has been accepted. Musa alayhi salam has accepted to serve in that place for 8 years or 10 years, Allahu alam. So Quran is silent on it. And he wishes to settle in Madian for a particular term period. So now Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has now provided him, Musa alayhi salam, with food, water to drink, shelter, and given him a wife, which means a family as well. 4 things already have been granted by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala on account of that dua which Musa alayhi salam did to Allah. Rabbi inni lima anzalta ilayya min khairin faqir. What more is to come? Looking forward to seeing you tomorrow inshallah with the other favors which Allah is bestowing on Musa alayhi salam. Look forward to seeing you to understand this interesting narrative and episode. Kindly do your homework, be on time. Independence Day, 77th independence of our nation, doesn't give you any liberty to stay away from the Quran class. Celebrations apart, but the Quran class, no compromise. Today I see the attendance having dropped quite badly. May Allah give hidayat to all of us. Make sure that you don't miss the class. Jazakallahu khair. Subhanallahi wa bihamdihi. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilaik. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.